Just 2 days back, I was discussing with my colleagues that is in the department. If this dangerous virus is going to enter into the rural India, certainly it is going to create a problem. But today, that is at Badami Taluk, that is at Bagalkote district in Karnataka, in one of the village that is called Danak Sirosh. So in a small village, one pregnant lady, she has been invited to lunch for many houses. So the small village is suffering today with coronavirus. So today only there are 13 cases they have been established, that is in the small village, just you can imagine. So therefore, I sincerely request all the library and information science professionals, especially those who are living that is in the rural areas, to create an awareness that is in the rural people. Then only we will be in a position to come out of this problem. Finally, I sincerely request my professional colleagues to work with our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, as well as the respective chief ministers of each and every states. So as compared to Europe as well as the America, so our Prime Minister has taken a bold step. So yes, we are all observing the lockdown more than 1 month, and it is going to be continued. So as a result of his decisions, so India is safe, we are all safe. So therefore, finally, I request each and every one of us, so we have to cooperate and coordinate, and we have to try our level best. One thing I wanted to bring to your kind notice that under the circumstances, if our libraries, they are going to provide the quality services to the public, even the public also, they are going to realize and remember the services rendered by the libraries. That is how we can increase or improve the status of library and information science, the professionals. With these few words, I conclude my speech, and because I know all the participants as well as the outside library and information science professionals, they are eagerly waiting for our keynote speaker, the director of the ImplementNet. Over to PRI. Thank you. Over to Priya.
Hello. Thank you very much, sir, for explaining the role of libraries in present scenario, and especially the public libraries and information center. Yes, we all are agree that libraries and information center are really playing a very important role in managing different approaches to this restrictive environment, or we can say they are reopening its mode in a very different avatars, where the combination of technology is playing a very proactive role in promoting new forms of blending learning. And InfluentNet, we can say, has achieved a milestone in this directions while opening up lots and lots of information, we can say educational information to the students, faculty members, and all those who really wanted to need it, all the researchers. So with this note, I welcome our keynote speaker, Professor JPS Jurel, sir, Director in FlipNet. So just I'll go through a brief overview about sir, though everybody knows you, sir, very well, but this is my duty to formally, introduce you. So Professor JPS Jurel, prior joining to Director in FlipNet, was working as a professor in statistics in University of Jammu and is holding the position of Director UGC Human Resource Development Center. Professor Jurel has 32 years plus experience in teaching and research, and his area of interest are sample survey, reliability of theory, statistical inference, and operational research. He has served at various positions in different universities such as Jammu University, Dr. Y.S. Parmar University of Horticulture and Forestry, Punjab University, Chandigarh, and Agra University. Professor Jurel has supervised 21 PhD and MPhil students and has 90 plus research papers published in a referred and peer-reviewed journal and presented in international and national conferences. His research work has recognized and covered in a book titled Restricted Parameters Space Estimation Problem, Admissibility and Maximity Properties, authored by Constant Van Adden and published by Springer. He has also been UGC visiting fellow at Sardar Patel University, Gujarat. Professor Jurel has contributed to higher education institutions and their management. He has served as member of Council of Indian Statistical Institute and governing bodies of several autonomous colleges, beside member of planning and monitoring boards of the university and member of syndicates. He has also been secretary, vice president, and executive member of Indian Society of Probability and Statistics. Well, this is too long, but I'll just put it in a brief mode. Professor Rural has contributed in attaining the goal of objectives of institution as member, chairman of various committees by serving as head department of statistics and convener of department research committees, convener board of studies and statistics. He has served the responsibility and contributed as a member in all the decision making statutory bodies of university for overall growth of institution, which augmented the university NAC rank accreditation from B plus to A and A to A plus, and from 36 to 51 rank in NIF ranking. Professor Jurel has also contributed substantially in the field of distance education by writing study material in SLM for students of various academic programs of UG and PG level. With this note, I would like to request Professor Jural sir to enlighten the participants who have joined us with this keynote address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Priya. Should I start?
Yes, sir, please.
I'm audible.
Yes, sir, very well.
So, dear Professor B.D. Kumar, the President of Indian Library Association, Dr. Priya Rai, convener of this webinar series, Dr. Owen Chaube, organizing coordinator, Secretary, Indian Library Association, Dr. Pradeep Rai, Senior Vice President, ILA, Dr. Rishi Tiwari, Public Relations Officer, ILA, all invited panelists, Dr. D.B. Singh ji, former University Librarian, University of Delhi, Dr. Akash Singh from NLU Delhi, all the participants, library professionals, warm good evening to all of you. Vandan, Abhinandan to all of you. In fact, this is my the first appearance before the members of the ILA. So, on this behalf, I would like to congratulate the ILA and its team headed by Professor B.D. Kumar on organizing a group discussion on combating COVID-19 pandemic, perspective role of libraries as means of free flow of information, and inviting me to share my views and the role of the Information Center during COVID-19 today evening. So thank you, Professor Kumar and his team. Friends, as we all know that the whole world in general and India in particular is fighting a war with COVID-19. India has quietly but effectively responded to this pandemic at multiple levels under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, a great visionary and global leader. He, on the one hand, is leading from front in the war of COVID-19, and on the other hand, with all its resource constraints and population pressure, its government greatly responds in gradually scaling up its policies without causing undue panic. The Honorable PM himself participated and monitoring the each and every sector which is directly affected the Indian citizens. One of the sector is education sector, wherein more than 300 million students are getting education in universities, colleges, and schools. Our educational institutions, along with other sectors, are also closed due to the lockdown. Therefore, it was an immediate concern for the MHRD and other bodies to think about how to reach with the students during this lockdown situation. So when the government announced this lockdown on 24th March, the major challenges before the Infonet Center were: the first, to provide seamless access of all the resources of Infonet Center to its stakeholders. Second, to make sure the scalability of the servers so that access to any individual could not be denied any point of time, as it was expected to see manifold increase in the viewers. Third, to monitor all the ongoing projects, especially related to higher education, MHRD, and e-governance of UGC and other bodies. Fourth, how Infonet Center can serve the students and faculty members of the country during these difficult times. So keeping in these four things in mind, our team started working from here. And as the situation all over India same, that is the work from home, so it was a biggest challenge for us also to serve our stakeholders without any facing any problem. So first of all, I'd like to come to the availability of the existing resources to, especially to our the students community. So as you know that the availability of the e-contents that is available, the one of the popular, that is the e-PG Pathshala. So here in e-PG Pathshala, we have somewhere I think 76 subjects, more than 700 courses, more than 23,000 video, lectures, text, audio in all four quadrants. And I'm happy to share with you that before this, that is the lockdown, in normal situation, only 5,000 to 8,000 viewers per day. But nowadays, on an average, 50,000 students, 50,000 viewers per day we have of this e-PG Pathshala. And during the lockdown period, till yesterday evening, 19 lakh students or viewers have seen that they use this e-PG Pathshala. And again, I'm here that because all of you are, I think that Priya just told us that more than 500 library professionals are attending this webinar. So as on today, we have not received even a single request from any corner that our server is not working or hanged, or but the student is not able to get any access of whether it is the text or it is the video or any other thing. So that is the first thing. And similarly, that is and some other courses on the different, that is the platforms, that is Swayamprabha. So we are also that is managing our channel here of the Swayamprabha. So here on this Swayamprabha, more than 55,000 video are available, and these videos are that is the useful form starting from school education to the higher education. And during this only this lockdown period, the average number of viewers per day again somewhere 60,000, and till now more than 23 lakhs that is viewers have already viewed these that is the materials on the channel. Similarly, we have the other courses for the UG and PG under Swayam. And another thing that is, again, I'm here happy to share with you, that is one of the popular and the known that is the thing, one of the platform of the that is the related to higher education, that is the Sodh Ganga. So in the Sodh Ganga, that is the during this lockdown period only, more than that the 2 lakh hits per day are there, and yesterday evening we have touched 90 lakh. That is the only that is the highest number of viewers of the Sodh Ganga that is repository of the Indian thesis and the dissertations. So that is the another thing. Now, one more thing that the as all of you know, that the ESS, that the E-Resource Sindhu, that is the Consortium for Higher Education of E-Resources, which provide access to the more than 15,000 core and peer-reviewed journals and a number of bibliographic citation and factual databases in different disciplines from large number of publishers and aggregators to its member institutions, including centrally funded institutions, central universities, state universities, and few deemed universities. Now, here that the problem, that is because there are 2 or 3 types that the access facility are available to the the students and faculty members. In previous time, that is the access was limited to the departments only, with some having some that is LAN or some other network. And nowadays, the access facility is available in the campuses with the availability of the Wi-Fi facility in the campus. But again here that because each and every university is not residential, and also the students were asked to leave the campus, so there was a challenge before the institutions also, and all for the here also how to provide the access to the students and faculty members to their respective places, their houses where they are residing. So keeping this view in mind, we here from here Information Center, our team that is was working day and night. I can say that 24/7, and I'm openly saying you can try it. You just send a mail at any point of time, you get reply very quickly. Not reply, you get the solution also. So during this time, as all of you know, that the remote access facility, that is we have our INFAD, that the Infinite Access Management Federation, which is the federation that is we have used here, that is the Simolex, that is the open software, and we have by using this we are providing that is the remote access facility to each and every member at their doorstep. And I personally myself on 22nd March wrote and requested all the vice chancellors and directors of the central that is the central funding institutions to avail this facility. And during this that is the lockdown period till today, we are able to provide this facility to 23 that are the institutions, and more than 30 are in the process, and we are just waiting from their call. Our side is that we are ready, just we are waiting for their call, having the proper that is set of the server, whether they have the server available or not. And I know that one more thing, because during this lockdown period, some of the either say the universities are not able to go for the purchase of the server. So we have also that asked them, okay, no problem. We are ready to provide the server. We have already that some rate contact or tie up with the service provider, so we can provide this facility to you also. Only thing that you will have to bear the charges for only the hosting of server, not the other charges. I will share the names of the institutions during this time that is the lockdown period. We have created this facility so that is the university like that one of the that is the oldest and that is this largest university in India, that is the Banaras Hindu University. We have created this facility. Central University of Haryana, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Lucknow, that is Central University of Jammu, that is Central University of Odisha, Nagaland University, IIT Delhi, IIT Guwahati, IIT Palghat, IISc Bangalore, NIT Trichy, NIT Hamirpur, Gulbarga University, Anna University, Goa University, Kochi University of Science and Technology, and other universities are also. And remaining 30 to 35 universities are in process to have this facility. So this is the one thing that I'm happy that my team is working for providing the access to all the university. And I also utilize this that the forum, that if any institution that is the wish desire to avail this facility, you come forward, ask your authorized person to contact Infinite Center, and it's my that I'm saying not that the I promise you within 24 hours we will provide this facility to any institution, so you can avail this facility. Now Another thing that these facilities are meant for the college or the universities. Now, our major chunk of students are generally from the colleges in the higher education sector. So from college point of view, we have another scheme for the colleges, that is the Enlist scheme. That is one of the that's the most popular schemes for the colleges. Enlist means that is the National Library and Information Services infrastructure for scholarly content. This program is again funded by MHRD, and here under this facility, we have somewhere, I think, more than 6,000 journals are available. More than that, the access of more than 30 lakhs books, that e-books is also there. And another feature that during this lockdown period, the remote access facility, the students are able to access all the student and faculty members are able to, of the colleges are able to have the access of these either e-books or journals from their home only. So this facility is working, and again there is no problem from our side. And but here is I would share some figures. This is not, I think, in good taste for me. I can share here, as we all know that somewhere 42,000 colleges are there in India, right? And out of 40,000 colleges, only 3,400 colleges are using this facility. So it's my humble request to all the library professionals, at least go and ask your management to have this or avail this facility, so that the students and faculty members can be benefited with this scheme. Because I firmly believe that not only do this COVID-19, now it will be a that I think that will feature to because everything has changed with the COVID-19. Now the more focus will be on the online teaching or say online courses. In that case, this will help the students a lot, because generally there are two words are there in Hindi. One used to say called as that is the adhyapan. Adhyapan means teaching, and second is adhyan. Adhyan means that is self-study. So nowadays, I think with this COVID-19, the more focus on this, that is the adhyan means self-study. So for the purpose of self-study, such facilities are required for the students and the faculty members. Now with this, that is your the Enlist is also there. Then now I would like to say one more thing, that is when the lockdown that is started, then the MHRD felt to have a dedicated portal wherein centrally funded institutions may provide the details regarding the COVID related activities, such as the new initiatives for COVID prevention, preparation against corona fight, etc. Now, keeping in view the need, the team Infonet developed a dedicated portal named Yukti. Yukti means that the Young India combating COVID with the knowledge, technology, and innovation, which was inaugurated by our honorable HRM sir in the month of the April itself, in the first week of April. Now the MHRD is closely monitoring the portal for the next course of action. Now one more thing, because nowadays everybody is talking, whether it's the student or the government or from the university side or the MHRD side of the institution also, there's a lot of the OER, that the resources are available on the different platforms. So now this is only one way situation is there, where the student can listen only, the student can read only, but there is no one-to-one communication between the student on the one side and the faculty on the other side. That is the second one problem. Second, that from the large number of courses, say thousands of courses, and for a student, it is difficult to identify the course of his or her own choice. So keeping this problem in mind, our team started working the first week of April, that we should have some portal or some system like there where all the available courses which are available in a different format on the different, that is the portal, that is the platforms. I'm talking e-courses that can be hosted at one platform where the students and faculty can have interaction in the both way. So we utilize that is the open software Moodle, and we customize it to the model on the need of a particular university, and we named that is the that the Moodle, that is the Infinite Learning Management System. Infinite Learning Management System, and we developed it, second we tested it, third we demonstrated it, and then finally we launched this LMS at Central University of Haryana, where it has been working successfully. Now, what the feature of this, that the ILMS, that is, as per the requirement of we first provide the total the list of the exhaustive courses available on the different platform to that university. Now, university will identify that these courses are in need of that university. So we hosted all the courses which are available as per the need of the university on that portal. Now here, a student, without going to searching all the material, he will just click in own subject, faculty wise, then the discipline wise, then subject wise, then directly click his own subject. Now the main feature of this of this facility here, the student can ask the questions to his teacher, and teacher can reply through online by using this portal only. Here the student can also they give assignments also. The students can also submit the assignment also, and teacher can, by checking again further, show whether the answer sheet or the assignment sheet to the students, and it is a two-way communication. So I'm happy here after launching this facility in Central Haryana. Now today we are developing this the facility for 10 more central universities, and I think maybe in the next few days, maybe in the next week, we'll be able to develop this facility for all the universities. And we already requested the UGC, and also today I approached the MHRD also to inaugurate this launch this facility, so that all the universities can utilize this ILMS. Now, friend, one more thing here that we have talked here, related to the availability of the e-contents on different platforms, and the different agencies also there. So again, we thought here that, so you take the example of the NDL also, right, where the more than the millions books are there. Now you go through the SWAYAM also, that is thousands of videos are also there. Now go to EPG Pathshala also, again you'll find the thousands of videos are there. But for a student, he wants to search only for his own subject, then again difficult for him, because neither is the expert nor he have the different time to go for searching for all the subjects. So, or the different websites also. So we thought here that we should have somewhere like that, some maybe some like say that we can say that the one nation, one content theory, one nation, one content, whatever e-content available, developed by different government agencies, different persons, whether by central universities, whether by the IITs, whether by the CEC also, whether by NPTEL. Now, all the content must be available at one source. So, a student can search by single search base, in one click, he or she can find the subject by search, that is Boolean search. So, keeping this view, our team started working again in the first week of April on this, and again I'm happy to hear that the One Nation, One Content portal is ready. Now here on this portal, that e-content from class 1 to PG level is available, and we are ready for launching it, and government will launch it any point of time. Just it's a matter of few days. So this portal is also ready. Now this is the work done during this COVID-19 only. Now one more thing, that is the because it's this forum, that is the, I think that ILA. So we also, that is the thought about what can be done for the library science professionals. So we again discussed with our team, and our team is working here. That is the single such basis, that we are identifying or collecting the whatever that is the OER or whatever the e-content related to library science is available in open source anywhere. We are collecting it, and we are developing one portal, and we will host that portal our information center, and that all the material will be hosted there. So the students of library science, whether the UG students or PG students or PhD scholars, can be benefited from that is this material, which I think again maybe in the next week we'll be able to launch this facility also. And also nowadays during this lockdown period, we are trying our best to serve the institutions either through the phone call or through the email, or through even now also organizing some online trainings also, online, that the faculty development program also. We are collaborating with some institutions also, universities also, and my team will also do the lectures. Now these are the that is the activities we have taken during the lockdown period. Now other thing also that I would like to that is generally without hesitation I can say that when I joined here, and generally there was a perception in my mind also, that is the role of the library science professionals, because most of the times the university system used to talk that is the issue and written. Now after joining here, now I can say that no, the scope of the library science professionals is tremendous. It remains a scope for the development of any education institution or any country. And that is the I can say that without any education, that without library science professionals, it is impossible to impart the education. Not that I'm talking beyond that the issue and written of the books, because each and every information that is the has to be gathered, has to be provided to the stakeholders, whether in terms of the that you can say that the soft form, or that is the hard copy form, or to provide the all the information, or even that nowadays you can say that the because use of the artificial intelligence, by which we can that is the have the inform the particular reader what his or her choice, or the material available or not, where it can be available. So all the resources that can be available within the system can be that is utilized. Because I firmly believe that, you see, so take the example for the, say if I take the example of CFTI, say IIT, one IIT take. Now if one IIT particular, if they have their own repository system, right? If they have their own repository system, then each and every student, faculty members of that institution can have the access of all the whatever material available that is free from that is Copyright Act, that can be hosted there and can be benefited. That in the first phase. In the second phase, if all the, say for example, I'm discussing the case of IIT. The second, that is the phase, if all the IITs can be interlinked, it means whatever that the material is available on their repository system, that can be shared. It means a student sitting in Mumbai can have the access of all the material that is available to that is in Delhi, and a Delhi material can be shared between that is Kharagpur, that is Chennai, and all the institutions. So this is that is the great job, and that is being taken up by only by the library science professionals with the help of the that is IT personnel. Right? There are many things are there. Whether I was person sitting in the university system that the journals are coming now in the time of that in this journals are not so that is the cheap. They are very costly here. Now the library science professionals can help the faculty members in the optimal utilization of the resources, and then can divide their policies and means and for the future also. So what are the resources are that is the required or what are not required on the basis of the that is the past utility also, right? So there is a scope of that library science is tremendous here, and with these words, I'm hopeful that in the coming time, because after this COVID-19, there will, I think, tremendous growth of the higher education in terms of through the icons of the online. Online means by that is the availability of the study material in online form, or it is the credit transfer, or it is complete that you can say that the online awarding degree system also, right? So in all these systems, that the library science professionals will be the backbone of all the that is the coming that is the system of education. So with these words, I once again that is the thank you Professor Kumar and his team for organizing this first webinar series during the COVID-19. And by sitting here, it's my that is the assurance to all of you. Whenever you have any that is the any problem or seek any help from Information Center is ready to provide you at any point of time and without any financial implications. So with these words, thank you all for listening me.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining in a very well manner the challenges faced by the Infinite during the lockdown period, and explaining how successfully and how hard work you have done to cope up with all the issues which came up, and to provide us a free flow or flowless information to all the academic scholars, and by providing various journals and ebooks which could be accessed through remote access, sir. Believe me, sir, your remarks are really very important for all the library professionals, especially
I would
those
like to one
who
more
are
thing,
young.
Priya.
Yes, sir.
I would like to interrupt you between that is stop here. Sorry.
Yes,
And
sir, please.
one thing I would like to share that as in the all other cities, here Infinite Center also only that is Hema Cholani reside in the campus. From the staff, all the staff residing their houses, in the different places, and all are facing the problems. But even then, all the scientists, all the that is the staff working from their home, and at this point of time, they are more that is the pressurized to deliver, and they are delivering. I'm appreciating my employees here a lot. They are doing tremendous work during this lockdown period. Please. Go.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, this is really very appreciable, because the free flawless information which is freely available in your InflimNet portal are really very important. Believe me, I've seen many PhD scholars struggling at the time about the research work, but now with the initiative which has been taken by InflimNet, it's really very good. And I have seen many PhD scholars and other researchers appreciating about all the content which are available, and you have given us the remote access facilities, you have given us the plagiarism software. This is really very important. Thank you, sir. And with this note, I would like to thank you for being with us and shared all the work and all your thoughts about the library, young library professionals. I think this will be really a good way of motivation for all of them. So with this note, now I'll start the panel discussion. We have Professor Dr. D.V. Singh sir among us, and Dr. Akash, who will be explaining about how they are really working hard to fight during the COVID-19 period and providing a free flow of information to all the to all the users and the patrons. So now I invite Dr. D.V. Singh sir for delivering his lecture. I'll just go through a brief though everybody knows DV Singh sir, there's no need to have an introduction about the DV Singh sir. We all got benefited about his wonderful talks, speech, his thoughts, which is really very thought provoking for all the library, personals, young aspirants. He always encourage all of us to, to work in a very good manner. So Dr. DV Singh is presently is now he's the advisor also at Mahatma Gandhi Antarashtriya Hindu Vishwavidyalaya Wardha, and prior that we all know he was a chief librarian, University of Delhi from 2015 to 19. He also held a position at Shri Ram College of Commerce, University of Delhi, and Kurukshetra University as a chief librarian. Dr. Singh has served as a president ILA from 2010 to 13 and a senior vice president from 2007 to 10. He's a member of various expert committees and served as a chairman of Library Committee School of Open Learning. Dr. Singh has been conferred to various honors: LM Padya Best University Librarian Award 2017, Indian Library Association ILA Kola Best Librarian Award 2016, Masters Motilal Sanghi Best Librarian Award at Jaipur 2016, Award of Excellence in the Field of Library Science 2014, Afro-Asian Book Council Best College Librarian Award 2009, Delhi State Booksellers and Publishers Association ILA Best Librarian, Academic Librarian Award 2009, Indian Library Association, ILA Promoter Award 2000, ILA Best College Librarian Award 2000, Delhi State Publisher Association, ICT Lifetime Achievement Award 2019 at Rajiv Gandhi National Law University, and ProQuest Lifetime Achievement Awards on September 2019. With this note, I hand over to Professor Dr. D.V. Singh sir to please enlighten us with his words.
सबसे पहले मैं जो इंडियन लाइब्रेरी एसोसिएशन के आयोजकों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं। उन्होंने मुझे एक अवसर दिया आप लोगों के साथ बातचीत करने का। आज जो पूरा विश्व एक ऐसी परिस्थिति में फंसा हुआ है कि जो संभाले नहीं संभल रही है, लेकिन मैं ये नहीं मानता हूं कि किसी रात का सवेरा नहीं है। हर रात का सवेरा है, हर सवेरे की रात है, तो ये तो चलता रहेगा। तभी किसी शायर ने कहा, चला जाता हूं हंसता खेलता मौज हवादिस में, अगर आसानियां हो जिंदगी दुश्वार हो जाए। अरे जो परेशानी परिस्थिति आती है उनमें आगे बढ़ा जाता हूं। अगर सब कुछ आसान हो तो फिर जिंदगी तो दुश्वार हो जाएगी। ऐसा देखने में आया है कि जो शेर के बच्चे पिंजरे में रहते थे, वहीं पैदा हुए बड़े, जब उन्हें जंगलों में छोड़ा वो अपना शिकार नहीं कर सके। अर्थात परेशानियां परिस्थितियां आएंगी सबके सामने, हम उससे जूझेंगे, उससे हम निपटेंगे। पहले भी निपटे थे, अब भी निपटेंगे। हमारा आज का मेरा विषय है कि पोस्ट पैंडेमिक लाइब्रेरीज एंड लाइब्रेरियंस का क्या रोल होगा इस स्थिति में योगदान करने का। इसके ऊपर इफ्ला ने 10 पॉइंट्स का एक इशू रखा है। पहला उन्होंने कहा कि रेस्ट्रिक्शन जो हमारी मूवमेंट पे लगी हुई है, क्या हम उस पे नॉर्मल हो जाएंगे, वापस आ जाएंगे? यस, हम वापस आएंगे। और कैसे आएंगे कि हम अपनी लाइब्रेरीज में अच्छे अच्छे साहित्य का आयोजन करेंगे और लोग लाइब्रेरी में भी आएंगे। जब लाइब्रेरी से अच्छी पुस्तकें लेंगे, पढ़ेंगे, तो वो उस डिप्रेशन से बाहर निकलेंगे। ये रोल हुआ लाइब्रेरी का और लाइब्रेरियन का। बहुत सारी हमारी एक्टिविटीज दैनिक जीवन की भी और पुस्तकालय की भी ऑनलाइन पे शिफ्ट हो गई है। अब प्रश्न नहीं उठता क्या हम वहां स्टे करेंगे। इसके लिए हमको बहुत विचार करना होगा किस चीज पे हमें स्टे करना जरूरी है और किस पे स्टे करना गैर जरूरी है। जो गैर जरूरी है, जो आज आपातकाल है, जैसे संस्कृत में कहा आपातकाले मर्यादा नास्ति, आज तो आपातकाल है, कोई मर्यादा नहीं होती। उस गैर जरूरी से हम हटेंगे और जो जरूरी है उसको मजबूत करेंगे और आगे बढ़ेंगे। बहुत सारी उसमें चीज़ें हैं जिसमें ऑनलाइन रिजर्वेशन है, जिसमें ऑनलाइन डिलीवरी ऑफ द डॉक्यूमेंट्स है। इस तरह की बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज़ हैं जो हम आगे से बढ़ाएंगे और जिसके लिए हम अपने को तैयार करेंगे। उन्होंने तीसरे पॉइंट पर कहा कि गवर्नमेंट ने मिलियंस एंड बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर इकोनॉमी में पुश कर दिया है। जब बहुत सारा पैसा इकोनॉमी में आ जाता है और उसके कोरस्पॉन्डिंग प्रोडक्शन नहीं होती है तो उससे इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ता है, महंगाई बढ़ती है और एक बहुत बेचैनी का दौर पैदा होता है। उसमें हम लोगों को पुनः काम करना होगा, अगर हमें इसमें क्या करना है, कैसे करना। 1991 में इंडिया में ऑलमोस्ट यही स्थिति पैदा हुई थी, जब हमारे यहाँ सोना भी हमें गिरवी रखना पड़ा था। तो उसमें बहुत सारी किताबें आई थी, और उस पहली भी पुरानी किताबें थी, और राजा चलैया कमेटी रिपोर्ट आई थी, उसने बहुत सारा टैक्स रिफॉर्म दिया था, पब्लिक फाइनेंस की बात की थी। इस तरह का जो साहित्य 1991 में आया था, उस डिप्रेशन से निपटने के लिए उसे हम लाइब्रेरीज में दोबारा से ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे, अवेलेबल कराएंगे, उससे हम ज्ञान लेंगे, हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। जो हमारे मनीषी हैं, जो प्रोफेसर्स हैं, टीचर्स हैं, जो समाज है, वो उससे सीखेगा और उससे आगे बढ़ेगा। एजुकेशन बहुत बुरी हालत में आ गई है, कहीं एग्जाम नहीं हो पा रहे, कहीं क्लास नहीं हो रही, हम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस की कोशिश करें, कहीं नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम है, ये इश्यूज हैं क्योंकि हम प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं थे। अगर हम प्रिपेयर्ड हुए होते, जैसा कि एक रिपोर्ट आई थी वर्ल्ड एट रिस्क 2019 में, जिसमें उन्होंने ग्लोबल प्रिपेयर्डनेस फॉर हेल्थ के लिए बहुत अच्छी रिपोर्ट है, वेबसाइट पे पड़ी हुई, आप पीडीएफ है उसका, बिल्कुल पढ़िए आप सब लोग। अगर उसको हमने थोड़ा ध्यान दिया होता, लाइब्रेरियंस ने तो उसी समय अपनी लाइब्रेरीज में वो परचेज की, उसका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन किया, उसको लोगों तक पहुंचाया जो भी जहां संबंधित थे, लेकिन उसमें आगे विचार किया होता, उसको माना होता, शायद ये परिस्थिति दुनिया के सामने नहीं होती, और भारत के सामने तो बिल्कुल नहीं होती। वो एक हम लाएंगे सामने। उन्होंने जहां हमको बताया कि ये इस तरह के एपिडेमिक्स आएंगे, पेंडेमिक्स आएंगे, और आ रहे हैं, पिछले 10 साल में बहुत सारे आए हैं। H1N1 1918 में आया था, जो 1920 तक चला था, जिसने दुनिया में कहते हैं 10 करोड़ लोग मरे थे, 5 करोड़ अकेले भारत में मरे थे। सरकार को कोई परवाह नहीं थी, लोग बिना दवाई के, बिना भोजन के। उसी साल सूखा भी पड़ा था भारत में, तो अनाज भी ठीक से पैदा नहीं था, उसमें से अनाज का अधिकांश हिस्सा जो अंग्रेज यहाँ से लेके चले गए थे, और उसमें लोग मर गए थे, गाँव के गाँव खाली। तो फिर भी हम खड़े हुए थे, अब भी हम खड़े होंगे। आज तो सरकार तैयार है, आज हम भी तैयार हैं। तो वो परिस्थिति है। एजुकेशन की जहां तक बात है, एजुकेशन में बहुत सारा विचार करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी। जो हम चल रहे थे चाक एंड टॉक सिस्टम पे, जो हम आज तक काम कर रहे थे, चाक एंड टॉक सिस्टम तो रहेगा थोड़ा बहुत, लेकिन हमें दूसरे सिस्टम की तरफ भी जाना होगा। लेकिन ये सब रिवोल्यूशनरी चीजें हैं, इन हमें इवोल्यूशनरी वे में अडॉप्ट करना होगा। ऑल ऑफ ए सडन अगर हम जंप करेंगे, अगर किसी आदमी को एरोप्लेन में बैठा करके आप एकदम वहां ले जाइए लद्दाख में, -40 डिग्री टेम्परेचर में, वो 2 घंटे 4 घंटे में मर सकता है। लेकिन अगर उसको धीरे धीरे एक्लिमेटाइज करते हुए लेके जाएंगे, तो साइचिन में भी वो रह के आ जाता है। तो हमें एक्लिमेटाइज करना होगा। ये रिवोल्यूशनरी स्टेप्स ले रहे हैं हम इमरजेंसी में, ये हमें फिर इवोल्यूशनरी वे में इनको रिफाइन करना होगा, और इनको हमें अपनी लाइब्रेरी में अडोप्ट कर करके हमें डिसमिनेशन ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, रीपैकेजिंग ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन करके एजुकेशन में ताकत देनी होगी। अगर मैं विल्सन टावर की बुक जो 1946 में आई थी और बाद में 56 में फिर आई थी, यूनिवर्सिटी लाइब्रेरी, अगर उसको रेफर करता हूं, तो उन्होंने कहा कि लाइब्रेरी का रोल क्या है। यूनिवर्सिटी के 6 रोल होते हैं, टीचिंग, एक्सटेंशन, एग्जामिनेशन, पब्लिकेशन। उन सब रोल में लाइब्रेरी का सबसे बड़ा रोल है कि हर चीज में लाइब्रेरी की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो हम उस रोल में पुनः उसी तरह से खड़े होंगे जैसे हम पहले भी खड़े हुए थे। आज बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी हो गई हैं कि जिनको समझना बहुत मुश्किल हो गया। ला नहीं था, ला था तो बहुत पुराना था, 1880 का ला था। डॉक्टर पर अटैक हो रहा है, पुलिस वालों पर अटैक हो रहा है, वो जा रहे हैं उनके भले के लिए, उनको मार पीट करें, कोई कानून नहीं था। इसलिए उस कानून को तुरंत सरकार ने ऑर्डिनेंस ला करके उसमें बहुत सारी सजाओं का प्रावधान किया है। भविष्य में इस पर विचार करना होगा कि ऐसी परिस्थिति हो तो कानून होना चाहिए, और कानून को रिव्यू करना होगा। 1980 का कानून 1980 के हिसाब से, समाज के हिसाब से ठीक था, वो 2020 में उतना उचित नहीं है। ये सब कानून पे विचार करना होगा। अब जब कानून पे विचार होगा, तो अतीत में क्या कानून था, क्या डिबेट थी, क्या कमेंट्री थी, वो सब तो लाइब्रेरी में ही मिलेगी ना। हम उसे ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे, हम उसे अवेलेबल कराएंगे। एक रोल हमारा ये रहेगा। हम इस समाज की मेन स्ट्रीम के लोग हैं, और जो हम समाज को दिशा देने में बहुत बड़ा योगदान करते रहे, कर रहे हैं और करते रहेंगे। जो डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमारा है, जिसके बारे में इफ्ला ने कहा, वो वीक है। कहीं नेटवर्किंग की प्रॉब्लम है, नेटवर्क थोड़ा महंगा है, उसकी बैंडविड्थ की प्रॉब्लम है। इस सब पे ध्यान देने की अब जरूरत हो गई है, और अब हम इसके बिना सरवाइव भी नहीं कर सकते। जीवन अगर सरवाइव करना है तो हमको डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर विशेष ध्यान देना होगा और उसको भी, उसके कई सारे इश्यूज हैं, उसमें ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत है। जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स है उसको एक ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत है, उनके लेवल के अनुसार, जिसकी जो कार्य है उसके लेवल के अनुसार उसको ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत है। और साथ साथ जो हमारे लाइब्रेरी साइंस स्कूल्स हैं उन्हें विचार करना होगा कि स्टीरियोटाइप टीचिंग से अब बहुत दिन तक काम चलने वाला नहीं है। और जो व्यक्ति रेलिवेंट नहीं रहता, जो शिक्षा रेलिवेंट नहीं रहती, जो समाज रेलिवेंट नहीं रहता, उसे समाज डस्टबिन में फेंक देता है। और आजकल तो समाज ने एक बहुत बड़ा डस्टबिन बनाया हुआ उन सब चीज़ों का जो इरेलीवेंट है। तो अब हमारे लाइब्रेरी साइंस स्कूल्स को भी अपने को रेलिवेंट करना होगा, रिवाइज करना होगा और खुद हमारे टीचर्स को भी अपग्रेड करना होगा। न्यू पर्सपेक्टिव में, न्यू चैलेंजेस में हम उसको वहाँ पे ध्यान देंगे। जो एक बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट इशू है वो है ग्लोबल इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग। उसकी बहुत बड़ी जरूरत होगी। इंटरनेट पे 15 से 20% मटेरियल कुल मिलता है, बाकी मटेरियल जो मिलता है वो महंगा है, एक्सपेंसिव है। रिलायबल है, ऑथेंटिसिटी है, लेकिन एक्सपेंसिव है। तो उसमें यही हो सकता है कि हम शेयरिंग पे पुनः आए और उस शेयरिंग पे हम विचार करें। पहले जो हमने कंसोर्शिया अप्रोच ली थी उसमें क्या कमी रह गई थी, अब हम जो कंसोर्शिया अप्रोच लेंगे और न्यू पर्सपेक्टिव में, नए आलोक में, नई समस्याओं के सामने लेके खड़े होंगे, उस पर हमें विचार करना होगा ताकि हम अधिक से अधिक लोगों को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, अच्छी से अच्छी, मोस्ट रिलायबल, ऑथेंटिक नॉलेज प्रोवाइड कर सके, ताकि वो फर्दर अच्छी नॉलेज का सर्जन करे और जिससे समाज के सामने जो एक समस्या खड़ी हुई, जो एक चैलेंज आया है, इस चैलेंज को बहुत बहादुरी के साथ उसका मुकाबला कर सके। पोल्यूशन बहुत कम हुआ है, ये इफला भी कह रही है। एयर की क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी हुई है। क्या हम इसको मेंटेन कर सकते हैं? कैसे कर सकते हैं? लाइब्रेरियन इसमें क्या करेगा? लाइब्रेरियन जो एनवायरनमेंट से संबंधित पुस्तकें हैं, एनवायरनमेंट से संबंधित जो साहित्य है उसको उपलब्ध कराएगा, उसके बारे में लोगों को प्रेरित करेगा, आप इसको पढ़िए, ताकि व्यक्ति पूर्ण तरह से ऐसा ना मेंटेन कर पाए तो इससे कुछ कम ही सही मेंटेन करे। अनावश्यक व्हीकल का प्रयोग ना करे, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट का प्रयोग करे, अनावश्यक धुआं ना करे, गंदगी ना करे। यहाँ मैं एक उदाहरण देता चलता हूँ। 1996 में मेरा मुलाकात लंदन स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स में ईश्वरन कोतवाल से हुई। दोनों MIT के टेक्नोक्रेट थे, इकोनॉमिक्स में शिफ्ट कर गए। उन्होंने किताब लिखी, व्हाई पॉवर्टी परसिस्ट इन इंडिया, ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी प्रेस से छपी है, वेबसाइट पे भी मिल जाती है। उन्होंने इन्हीं छोटी छोटी बातों पे ही उन्होंने वो किताब लिखी, बहुत पतली सी, बहुत अच्छी किताब है। मैंने बहुत लोगों को बांटी, अब तो मिली नहीं, अब मैं चाहूंगा सब उसको पढ़े। उसने कहा, हम ये बताइए, हम पान खा करके थूक देते हैं, आज डॉक्टर कह रहे थूके मत, आपके मुंह में कोरोना हो सकता है, इसके अलावा और भी कुछ हो सकता है, तो उसको सही जगह पे उसका प्रयोग कीजिए। हम केला खा के फेंक देते हैं, मनुष्य फिसल जाता है, उसकी हड्डी टूट जाती है, फिर हमें डॉक्टर के जाना है, एक साइकिल, एक चेन शुरू हो जाती है। तो वो किताब है, हम एज लाइब्रेरियन में कह रहा हूँ, वो हमें लोगों को बतानी होगी कि एक ऐसी भी किताब है। और वो बहुत बड़े टेक्नोक्रेट्स हैं, ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातों पर उन्होंने कहा कि हमको, हमारे स्टेयर केस हैं, उनको हमने बनाया, साफ सुथरा रखा, अगर हम उन पे दीवारों पे पान नहीं थूके तो उनको साफ करने का खर्चा तो नहीं होगा, अब वो सुंदर बने रहेंगे। हमने पान खाया, उस पर खर्चा किया, खर्चा करके उसको थूक दिया, उसको गंदा किया, फिर उसको साफ करने के लिए फिर पैसा लगा, उतना साफ नहीं होता। तो हमें ये जो साइकिल ऑफ वेस्टेज का है, इसको रोकना होगा। इस तभी हम जा करके पोल्यूशन की क्वालिटी को मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। हम अनावश्यक थोड़ी थोड़ी दूरी के लिए व्हीकल का प्रयोग ना करें, पैदल चलें जितना हो सके। ये हम लाइब्रेरियंस जो इसको प्रोपगेट करेंगे। जो कल्चरल अपव्हीलिंग हो रहा है, बहुत बड़ा इशू कल्चर का खड़ा हो गया है, वो ग्रुप, क्योंकि इसके बाद बहुत सारे इश्यूज खड़े होंगे, एक दूसरे पर आरोप लगेगा, इस पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी ने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया, इस क्षेत्र के लोगों ने ऐसा किया, नहीं हमने नहीं किया, उसने ऐसा किया। इससे हमें हटना होगा। और हमें यहाँ क्या याद करना होगा, जो ऋग्वेद में कहा, सम गच्छद्वम संबद्धद्वम समनो मनांसि जानताम यथा भागम तथा पूर्वे सज्जनानाम उपासते। हम एक साथ चलें, एक साथ बोलें, हमारे जो पूर्वज थे, जो अच्छे कर्म, जो उनके कार्य थे, उनका आचरण करें, हम उनको आदर्श मान के आगे बढ़े। यहाँ इसका वही एक रास्ता है। इस तरह से आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते ऐसी बहुत सारी किताब आई हैं। जब 1918 में इन्फ्लुएंजा, जिसे H1N1 था, बहुत बुरी दशा हुई थी, उसके ऊपर एक बहुत सुंदर किताब पेंगुइन ने 2004-5 में छापी थी, जॉन एम बेरी की है, द ग्रेट इन्फ्लुएंजा। ये किताब अवेलेबल होनी चाहिए, ये हमें पढ़नी चाहिए। ये किताब हमें इतना प्रेरित करती है, इतना समझाती है, इतना बताती है। ये किताब मेरी स्वयं की पढ़ी हुई किताब है, इतना समझाती है, इतना प्रेरित करती है कि हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें, अगर ये ऐसी किताबें हम समय से पढ़ें और इनको पॉपुलर करें, लोगों में प्रोपगेट करें, ये लाइब्रेरियन कर सकता और कोई नहीं कर सकता। तो ये किताबें हमको बहुत कुछ ऐसा बताती है कि कैसे बचे थे, दवाई नहीं मिली थी। और उस समय आश्चर्य की बात है कि पेंसिलिन जैसी जो चीज थी वो भी 1928-29 में आई थी, वो भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती थी। इतना मेडिकल नहीं था जितना आज है, इतना अवेयरनेस नहीं थी, इतना मीडिया नहीं था। आज तो हर मिनट हर क्षण आप व्हाट्सएप खोलिए, कोई ना कोई आपको जो है एजुकेट कर रहा है, गर्म पानी पीजिए, हाथ धोइए, ये करिए वो करिए। तो ये सारी चीजें आज उपलब्ध हैं, तब तो नहीं थी, और हमें इस सबसे आगे बढ़ना है। यहाँ लोग जो लाइब्रेरियंस है, ये उनका बहुत बड़ा रोल हो जाता है कि वो साहित्य को उपलब्ध कराएं, उसको रीऑर्गेनाइज करें, रीपैकेजिंग करके उसके एंड यूजर तक पहुंचाएं, उसे पॉपुलराइज करें। ये लाइब्रेरियंस का रोल है। इसके बाद हमारे सामने और बहुत सारे इशू आ जाते हैं। जैसे ही खुलेगा, इकोनॉमी का इशू होगा, गवर्नमेंट के पास पैसा खर्च हो रहा है तो कट लगेगा। आज हमारे कई मित्र लोग एजुकेशन 4 की बात करते हैं, एकदम डिजिटल, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन डिजिटाइजेशन के लिए एक पैसे की आवश्यकता होगी, एक ट्रेनिंग की आवश्यकता होगी। तो हमें एक ही रास्ता है, जो चीज हमें ओपन सोर्स में उपलब्ध हो, चाहे वो सॉफ्टवेयर है, चाहे वो डीओजे है, डायरेक्ट ओपन एक्सेस जर्नल्स हैं, रिपोजिटरी, उसका जो ऑप्टिमल यूटिलाइजेशन हम यूज करें। और जब कट लगता है बजट का, तो सबसे पहला कट लाइब्रेरीज पे लगता है। तो वो हो सकता है कि हमें पैसा कम मिले, हमें ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं मिले, लेकिन बुद्धिमत्ता तो इसमें है कि हम कम पैसे में, कम सुविधाओं में अच्छा काम करें। तभी तो किसी शायर ने कहा, वो पथ भी क्या, वो पथिक भी क्या, जिस पथ पर बिखरे सूल न हो, वो नाविक भी क्या, नाविक की धैर्य कुशलता भी क्या, जब धारा ही प्रतिकूल न हो। हमारा टेस्ट तो जब ही है ना, जब धारा प्रतिकूल है। हमारी योग्यताओं का परीक्षा तभी होती है, वैसे नहीं होती। तो हमें उसका ध्यान देना होगा। राजा चलैया जैसी रिपोर्ट, जिसके ऊपर सारा टैक्स सिस्टम हिंदुस्तान का चल रहा है, लोगों को पता नहीं है, लेकिन वो लाइब्रेरीज में होनी चाहिए, लोग उसको देखें। हो सकता है सरकार उससे ही कुछ आगे पकड़ के आगे के बारे में सोचे। और बहुत लुइस ने एक बहुत अच्छी बात कही थी कि चांस जीवन में आते हैं। हमें भी एक चांस आया अपने को रीओरिएंट करने का, हमें भी एक चांस आया अपने को स्थापित करने का, प्रूव करने का। तो उन्होंने कहा, चांस फेवर्स प्रिपेयर्ड वंस। केवल किनके को फेवर करते हैं जो चांस आते हैं, जो प्रिपेयर्ड होते हैं। अनप्रिपेयर्ड का कोई चांस, कोई मौका, कोई मदद कभी नहीं करता, ना कभी मदद कर पाया है। और जहां तक बात है इंफॉर्मेशन की, बहुत भारी एक्सप्लोजन है इंफॉर्मेशन का। इतनी झूठी इंफॉर्मेशन घूमती रहती है। ऐसी कुछ वेबसाइट भी आ गई है जो झूठी इंफॉर्मेशन को टेस्ट करके देती है कि ये झूठ है। अनेक तरह की। एक दिन मेरे पास एक इंफॉर्मेशन आई कहीं से, नाम नहीं लूंगा, मेरे ही मित्र कोई लाइब्रेरियन है, कि 30% सैलरी कट रही है। मैंने कहा ये झूठ है, उसके बाद वो बंद हो गई। झूठे प्रोपगेंडे होते हैं। जहां तक हमें मास मीडिया और इन सब का बहुत बड़ा लाभ मिल रहा है, वहां इनकी हानि भी है। तो हमें फिल्टर लगाना होगा। जैसे किसी विद्वान ने कहा, इंफॉर्मेशन पैथोजन से बचना होगा और हमें इंफॉर्मेशन एंटीजन बनाना होगा। यहां इंफॉर्मेशन लिटरेसी का बहुत बड़ा रोल हो जाता है। दो ही तो बात है, टू बी एंड टू बिकम। क्या मैं हूं और क्या मैं होना चाहता हूं। हम लाइब्रेरियंस क्या हैं और क्या हम होना चाहते हैं, बस इसी पे विचार करना है कि हमें इंफॉर्मेशन एंटीजन का काम करना है, हमें इंफॉर्मेशन पैथोजन का काम नहीं करना है। हम इंफॉर्मेशन से बीमार नहीं होंगे, हम इंफॉर्मेशन से बीमारी को दूर करेंगे। इंफॉर्मेशन जनरेट होना बहुत बड़ी बात है, लेकिन उसको फिल्टर करना, वही जो मैंने पीछे अपने एक लेक्चर में कहा था, स्वर्ण मन निधि ध्यासन, जो ऋग्वेद में कहा, सुनो, विचार करो, फिर आचरण करो। इसको हम पुनः लाना होगा। अगर हम इंफॉर्मेशन पर विचार नहीं करेंगे और उसको यूं का यूं इधर से उधर भेजते रहेंगे, वो एक बहुत भारी केओटिक सिचुएशन पैदा हो जाती है। दूसरे देश, एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट, उसको देश से कुछ लेना नहीं होता, वो इस तरह की इंफॉर्मेशन को सर्कुलेट करते। तो हमें इंफॉर्मेशन एंटीजन का काम करना है। ये लाइब्रेरियन का रोल है और ये लाइब्रेरियन कर सकते हैं और ये लाइब्रेरियन को करना होगा, और इसके अलावा रास्ता नहीं है। अब सवाल ये उठता है, कई लोग ये कहते हैं हमसे क्या होना है, हमको सरकार से बहुत पैसा नहीं मिलता है। तो मैं एक ही छोटी सी कहानी यहाँ मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। एक बार जंगल में आग लगी थी। एक चिड़िया चोंच में पानी भर के डाल रही थी। तो किसी ने पूछा उससे कि क्या इससे आग बुझेगी। उसने कहा नहीं, तो फिर क्या कर रही हैं कि जो मेरी सामर्थ्य है वो पूरा लगा रही हूं, और जब इस जंगल के जलने की का इतिहास लिखा जाएगा तो उसमें ये भी लिखा जाएगा कि इस जंगल की आग बुझाने में चिड़िया का भी योगदान था। तो वो चिड़िया की चोंच के बराबर हम जितना कर सकते हैं हम सबको करना होगा। ये भूल जाए कि मेरे इतने करने से कुछ होगा नहीं होगा, लेकिन हम पॉजिटिव काम करूंगा, जितनी मेरी सामर्थ्य है उसके अनुसार करूंगा, और मैं समाज में जो अनावश्यक चीजें फैलेंगी उनको दूर करने में कोशिश करूंगा। ये मेरी एक एफर्ट होगा। यहाँ लाइब्रेरियंस अपना रोल प्ले कर सकते हैं। लाइब्रेरीज में इंफॉर्मेशन है उसे एक्सचेंज करें, हम उसे ऑर्गेनाइज करें। वेबिनार का जमाना है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, हो रहा है, उस टाइम पे करें, निकालें मेरे पास ये इन्फॉर्मेशन है, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन किस किस के पास है, इस तरह का हम उसको एक बिब्लियोग्राफी तैयार करके रखें, क्योंकि इसमें इसके बाद रिसर्च बहुत होगी। सरकार बहुत पैसा देगी हेल्थ के लिए, सरकार बहुत पैसा देगी इकोनॉमी के लिए, क्योंकि उसको रिवाइव करना है। तो उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए हम लोगों को अपने आप को तैयार करना है। अभी हम घर में हैं, बाहर नहीं जा सकते, लेकिन घर में बैठे बैठे हम अपना फ्लो चार्ट बना सकते हैं कि हमें कैसे कैसे अपने को वहां वो करना है। चीज बहुत सारी घर में हो और गलत से हमारी लाइब्रेरी में और ठीक से ऑर्गेनाइज ना हो और हमें नहीं पता हो, वो तो वर्स्ट है। अगर थोड़ी भी हो, अच्छे से ऑर्गेनाइज हो, अच्छे से प्रेजेंट हो सके, वो बहुत उपयोगी है। इस तरह से हम लोगों का एक बहुत बड़ा रोल शुरू होता है। और लाइब्रेरियन और लाइब्रेरीज के बिना आने वाला समय सरवाइव नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि डिप्रेशन भी होगा लोगों में, साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम्स भी होंगी। आज तो लोग घर में रह रहे हैं। अभी पीछे मैंने अखबार में पढ़ा था कि कुछ डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस बढ़े हैं, घर में ही हैं, छोटी मोटी बातों पे इरिटेशन होता, रीजन कहीं और है उसका, कहीं काम रुक गया, किसी का आय रुक गई, तो वो तो कुछ डायरेक्ट कह नहीं पाता। ये परिस्थिति समाज के सामने आएगी, तो हमें ऐसे साहित्य की का संकलन करना है। और अभी भी अगर हो सके तो हम लोगों को ऐसी कहानियां, छोटी कहानियां जो हमें जो पॉजिटिविटी की तरफ ले जाती हो, उनको स्कैन करके हमें सर्कुलेट करना होगा। मैं एक बात जाते जाते कहूँ, लोगों को अखबार मिल रहे थे, लोग घर में बैठे थे, पता नहीं कहाँ से, मुझे तो अभी तक कंफर्म नहीं है INS का किसका है, कि जो अखबार इधर उधर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेगा उस पर केस कर देंगे। आज की तारीख में सारी दुनिया अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन फ्री कर रही है, ये हिंदुस्तान में क्या? मैं चाहता हूं अगर सरकार में कोई इसको सुनता हो, इस पे विचार करे, और जब तक ये खत्म नहीं होता तब तक वो जो अखबार की सुविधा लोगों को थी, ट्रांसफर हो रहे थे, कोई इसका कमर्शियल यूज नहीं होता, लाइब्रेरियंस उसको यूज कर रहे थे। एक दो हमारे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के लाइब्रेरियन बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे थे, नाम लेना उचित नहीं है, उनका मैं तहे दिल से भी धन्यवाद करता हूँ। वो काम चलते रहना चाहिए। लोग एक साथ नाना प्रकार के अखबार पढ़ रहे थे, वो अपना समय पढ़ने में बिता रहे थे, न कि बातचीत में, न कि इधर उधर की बातों में, न कि टीवी के चीजों पे। और उससे ज्ञान का वर्धन हो रहा था, लोगों को हिम्मत मिल रही थी, स्टोरी मिल रही थी, नॉलेज बढ़ रही थी। वो एकदम रुकवा दिया। इस पे सरकार विचार करे, और मैं सभी पुस्तकालय वालों से कहूंगा कि सरकार को लिखे, जब तक ये कोरोना का प्रभाव समाप्त नहीं होता वो सुविधा बनी रहनी चाहिए, और उस पर किसी किस्म का प्रतिबंध न लगना चाहिए, और ये हम सबको देना चाहिए। बहुत सारी इसमें बातें हैं। लास्ट में तो मैं यही कहूंगा, इस निराशा का भी समय है और निराशा में आशा ढूंढने का भी समय है। किसी ने ठीक ही कहा, जिंदगी की राहों में रंजो गम के मेले हैं, भीड़ है कयामत की, हम अकेले हैं अकेले। लेकिन हम यहाँ साथ साथ रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर को भी तो हम याद करेंगे ना। उन्होंने कहा था कि कोई डाक ना मिले एकला चलो रे, एकला चलो रे, अगर तुम्हें कोई साथी नहीं मिलता है तो अकेले चल पड़ो, यात्रा पूरी होगी। और दूसरी एक कविता में उसने कहा, हिम्मत की बात है, ये सबके लिए है, कि हे भगवान, मुझे वो बंगाली नहीं आती, अनुवाद ही मैंने पढ़ा, हे भगवान, मैंने सुना तुम सबको मोक्ष की भीख देता है। मैं आपके दरवाजे पे मोक्ष की भीख मांगने नहीं आया हूं। अगर देना है तो मुझे वो शक्ति देते रहे, इस दर्द भरे समुद्र जैसे संसार को खुद तैर के पार करूं। हम लाइब्रेरियंस हैं, हम भगवान से, सरकार से वो सामर्थ्य मांगते हैं कि हम इस दर्द भरे समुद्र को, संकट भरे समय को खुद तैर के पार करें। हम इसे मोक्ष की डिमांड कभी नहीं करते। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और विचार करिए, आगे बढ़िए। और अभी समय देश के ऊपर है, यही देशभक्ति। हम जहां रहें, जैसे रहें, वहीं हम देश के हित में कुछ काम करें। एज ए पुस्तकालय हम अभी विचार करें, कागज पे नोट करें कि जाने के बाद में क्या क्या बुक ऑर्गेनाइज करूंगा, मेरे यहाँ क्या फोकस एरिया है, आदि आदि। ये समय का सदुपयोग होगा। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Sir, thank you so much for your brief explanation about the role of library. Well, since our childhood, I am sure we all are listening that libraries are the gateways to knowledge. We all are listening. And culture. It plays a fundamental role of promoting education outcomes in the society. So during this pandemic period, we all come to know this is really very important, and libraries are really proactive in providing lots of information to their users, and they are really working as a gateway to knowledge. And this is really very true in this sense. और अगर मैं डीवी सर की शैली में अगर मैं कहूँ, ज्ञान ज्ञानी व्यक्ति ज्ञान और कर्म को एक रूप में देखता है, वही सही मायने में देखता है, ये भगवत गीता में लिखा है. द वाइज सीम्स नॉलेज एंड action as one, they see truly. This is what is written in Bhagavad Gita. So while keeping in this in mind, the role of librarians, and we should act accordingly, and so the right time we have to promote our intellectual connect. This is what sir has said very briefly. डीवी सर ने बहुत अच्छे से कहा कि हमें अपना इंटेलेक्चुअल कनेक्शन कनेक्ट जितना भी है, हमें उसे एक डिसेमिनेट मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ नॉलेज को डिसेमिनेट करना चाहिए. बट इज yes, it is really very important to filter the information. This is what the duty of librarians come to: filter and authenticate the information and distribute among the user who really are interested to have these kind of information. हम भी अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में बहुत सारे जितने भी न्यूज़पेपर हैं, डेली मॉर्निंग में व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में फैकल्टी को सर्कुलेट करते थे, जो 2 दिन से हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, डॉक्टर आकाश करते थे. अब समय आया है, इट्स रियली वेरी आई एम प्राइड मोमेंट फॉर मी टू इंट्रोड्यूस माय फेलो कोलीग डॉक्टर आकाश सिंह.
प्रिया, आर यू लिसनिंग मी?
यस सर.
जस्ट 1 मिनट. एक किताब है द ग्रेट क्रैश ऑफ 1929, जॉन गॉलब्रिथ ने लिखी, जो इंडिया में एम्बेसडर थे. जब 91 में बहुत डिप्रेशन इकोनॉमिक इंडिया में होता, वो किताब की बहुत डिमांड बढ़ी थी. मैं कहूँगा सब लाइब्रेरियन पढ़े, अपनी लाइब्रेरी में रखे, कि डिप्रेशन इकोनॉमिक आएगा. और 1929 का डिप्रेशन की वजह से सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार भी हुआ था, और उसमें जो तरीके दिए थे वे 91 में भी एप्लीकेबल हुए. और हम अवेयर रहना चाहिए. इतिहास हमें बताता कि ये गलती हुई थी और ये गलती ऐसे करते नहीं होती. तो हम अपनी लाइब्रेरी में बैठेंगे, लोगों से चर्चा करेंगे, उस तरह का साहित्य देंगे, तो वो किताब नेट से भी मिल जाएगी, वो भी हम लोगों को पढ़ना चाहिए.
Ji sir, thank you so much for all the information. We'll come to question answer round after this another lecture. There are a lot of question I can see there are a lot of question being posed by various participants to Dr. JPS Jurail sir and Dr. DV sir. So after another discussion, we'll come to the question answer round. So I really feel proud to introduce my fellow colleague who's really working very hard from last 3 to 5 days to make this webinar happen. He really searched out a lot and worked hard, and still since morning he is behind the curtain. He is not in the picture you can see, and he's working in the backhand so that this webinar, there should not be any problem should be there, technical problem should not be there in this webinar, and he's really working very hard. So now I introduce Dr. Akash. Is now working as a senior scale assistant librarian at NLU Delhi, and law and legal services as Justice TPS Chawla. And Dr. Singh is associated with the university since 2009, and he has a more than 16 years of working experience in different reputed academic libraries. Prior to his presence, he worked with Indian Law Institute, Kendra Vidyalaya, IITM, and he holds MPhil, PhD, post-graduation diploma library automation, and LLM and PhD from Wickham University, and he has qualified UGC NET 3 times, 2010, 12, and December 12. He was awarded Best Young Librarian Award instituted by Association of Indian Law Library by Manu Patra, and on September 2009, and he has been conferred International Law Librarian International Bursary Award, annual course of International Law from International Association of Law Library at Barcelona, Spain, 2013. Dr. Singh has been awarded Best Paper Award in ICOL 2017 and Digital 2019. He has credited 7 edited books and 31 articles in peer-reviewed journal and conferences. His current area of interest is open access, public domain, library automation, networking, and Dr. Akash has also created lots of e-web portals on public domain resources, open access resources, and open access books, which is there in the website. I'll share the web addresses. Those who really wanted to use those website, they are really very good. So he is a member of various organization, and he has digitized Journal of Indian Law Institute, Annual Survey of Indian Law Institute, specialized in online reference services. And with this note, I would like now Dr. Akash to please deliver his talk.
Thank you very much, Dr. Priya, madam. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes.
So, first of all, respected Professor Dr. Jurad, Director InfluMnet, Professor B.D. Kumbar, President ILA, Dr. D.V. Singh, former University Librarian, University of Delhi, Dr. O.N. Chaube, General Secretary ILA, Dr. Priya Rai, Convener of ILA Webinar Series and Head Justice TPS Chawla Library, Dr. Pradeep Rai, Senior Vice President of Indian Library Association, Dr. Rishi Tiwari, PRO ILA, and all respected professionals and my dear fellow library professionals, a very good afternoon to all. I would like to express my thanks to ILA for inviting me in this webinar. Nowadays, we are facing challenges due to COVID-19 attack and shutdown of almost all over the world. Now, the information managers are on the front seat, whether they are serving to doctors, scientists, or researchers, or academic communities. Actually, information is big weapon for tackling every critical situations. Kofi Annan once said, if information and knowledge are centered to democracy, they are the condition for development. Without contest, a piece of information is just a dot. It floats in your brain with a lot of dot and doesn't mean damn things. Actually, knowledge is information in context connecting these dots. Now, this is the challenging time for us to connect these dots when our users are away from the library during COVID-19 lockdown period. Like other COVID warriors, the academic community is looking towards librarians, and we have to act as COVID warriors of our parental institutions and other prospective users. My dear friends, just feel privileged and honored that we are the librarian of digital era, and we have now to serve society fighting against this pandemic situation. We have various digital tools for providing extended access to our students and faculty members when they are not able to visit college and universities. We have tools like remote access. Jurel sir has already explained about it. Open access tools, open access resources, commercial databases, research tools, and many more. Dear friends, this is the time to work for the community. Most of the commercial databases have opened up their heart. The universities using the remote access mechanism provided by InfluMnet, I think they were feeling proud that most of the commercial database people, they have opened maximum information free for almost all of the university. I personally have in touch with various database representative like Brill people, they are providing all of their textbook free of cost. Springer people, they are providing more than 900 ebooks from their platform, and the Brill publishers, they have opened up all of its collection. Dear friends, this is the right time to explore open access content available in open environment. Basically, this is my area. I love to give information and the services with the help of open access. A number of initiatives have been taken by our library information science friends in development of open access basic scholarly treasures. Most of us know about National Digital Library of India, Directory of Open Access Journal, DOAB, Directory of Open Books, Internet Archive, Project Gutenberg, and many more. Dear friends, every new discovery has its time to use. Now, open access platforms have their turn to take command to serve academic community. The contribution of the librarian in compiling list of open access resources with their URL is also appreciable in this tough situation. Librarians are circulating these lists among their students and faculty members. I must also appreciate, rather we all must also appreciate the efforts of librarians and library science teachers who have designed and developed a number of web portals, tagging open access portals and other commercial information made available for open use, which are being used by academic community. Dear friends, this is the right time to show your potentiality and take front seat to serve not only your patrons, but you are also liable to serve those who are not associated with your institution and lacking for scholarly literature for their research and educational purpose. We, being an information specialist, must have a sound knowledge of resources made available by government bodies. I must express my thanks to InfluMNet for maintaining of various digital repositories like Shodh Ganga and Shodh Gangotri, which are good source for especially research scholars for referring PhD synopses and thesis. We have to keep in mind the way UGC is directing educational institutions to work during the COVID-19 period. UGC has urged scholarly community to use National Digital Library of India in its latest circular. The circular says anyone can submit his or her research work in NDLI if he or she wishes, along with the resources they are providing on the platform. UGC in its circular has directed to follow the new academic calendar for college and universities. So we, the librarian, should have a look basically the calendar, how our university and college are going to work. UGC has also circulated information about initiatives of MHRD for supporting higher education. I think this was the first circular. I recommend to all my friends with higher education institutions to kindly spread about availability of scholarly contents in various initiatives like EPG Pathshala, E-Acharya, and Vidyamitra. With proud feeling, I just want to share with you that EPG Pathshala was one module, law was created by our university, and total 16 disciplines have been developed, and around 2,000 lectures and the sub-subjects materials are available in it. So I request you all to kindly spread this information among your users, your faculty members and students. We also know that MHRT has also launched MOOCs programs through SWAYAM platforms with plenty of scholarly literature. We have also access of MOOCs through National Program on Technology Enhancement Learning, NEPTEL we call it. My friends in school have greater responsibility on their shoulders. They must have a wide knowledge about NCERT and CBSE based resources. I just also want to inform you that a number of valuable resources for schools and on the website of the National Institute of Open Schools are also available. Dear friends, the library of various Kendriya Vidyalayas and some public schools have indexed excellent resources useful for school children. You can take leverage benefits from such websites to enrich your school children and teachers. My dear friends, this is the time of prove ourselves, the strength of information science community. Every librarian should work with dreaming that when you will return to your institution, you should be welcomed as COVID warrior by your faculty and student. And it can only be possible if you love to take challenges to feed your academic community with more and more efficient ways during the COVID-19 lockdown period. Dear friends, David Lanks once said that bad libraries build collection, good libraries build services, and the best libraries build community. So my dear friends, we have now responsibility to build communities through our best support to the community. I sum up my talk with the quote of McGill. Once he said, the greatest joys in life are found not only when we do and feel, but also in our quiet hopes and labors for others. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Dr. Akash, for with your enlightening speech. You have very well said that the librarian, when they will go back to their institution, they should start working like a COVID warrior and help those who students and the faculties and the users who really need the information. Now I can see on my screen there are a lot of questions being asked.
Priya, hello,
yes,
Priya.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Listen
sir.
to me. Before going to the question answer session,
yes, sir.
I would like to make few announcements. Just
yes, sir, please.
Minute. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as a president of ILA, I request all the young librarians to come out and to prepare 10 to 15 minutes recording. Send it to our General Secretary. We wanted to continue this webinar series the whole month, even in the next month also. So once again, I request all young and dynamic library and information science professionals to come forward to prepare your recording. So on different aspects, Again, I would like to advise you, you have to concentrate, that is not only on library and information science professionals, you have to concentrate, that is on the users. So target user groups, as well as you have to take the example of the public libraries, how we can help the rural people, that is in creating an awareness. So such type of the recordings, they are going to be selected. On the basis of the selection, we are going to continue this webinar series. This is number one. Number two, so I thank our Honorable Director of the ImplemNet. I hope so he is going to organize few more the programs, especially for the selected librarians during this week or next week, so to prepare and provide a lot of information that is on COVID-19. So if such type of the programs are going to be organized by the ImplemNet, certainly the whole country, and again, specifically the library and information science professionals, they will be in a position to continue your job that is in the whole of the country. So these are the two announcements. Now we can go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, I would like all the participants to please raise your hands if you have any online question. Now, I can see many questions which are being typed. The first question is for Dr. Jurel, sir. Sir, can you listen to us?
Yeah.
Sir, the question is said by Naga Lakshman. He wanted to ask that please explain any attempt to work on one nation, one subscription, please.
Yeah, that is the not in the public domain now. That we are working on this, and this portal has already almost completed, right? And we have just that is waiting for the formal launch from the ministry, because it's already in the knowledge of the UGC and the ministry. I think within the next few days it will be launched by the ministry, then it will be open to public.
Okay, sir. Ji, sir. Thank you, sir. I think your answer is taken up by sir. Now, another question is to Dr. D.V. Singh, sir. Sir, he wants you to ask how a school librarian can deal with the students who just a second. The Purnima Saxena want to ask, we've overcome the lockdown situation, then what will be the next? Physical library will lose their position. Dr. D.V. Singh.
No, it will never happen. So far, school librarian job is concerned, I have been for 3 months in very beginning of my career as a school librarian. I can understand what difficulty they face, but I don't agree with this, that physical form of the library will disappear wither away. If it is the case, then there would have not been a single library available in America as on today. So don't be afraid of it, but चीजें जैसे आइंस्टीन ने कहा था, चीजें समाप्त नहीं होती, उनका रूप बदल जाता है. हमें अपने को रिपोजिशनिंग करना होगा, कुछ नई चीजें लेके आनी होगी. और इंडियन इकोनॉमी तो वो इकोनॉमी है जिसमें बुलक कार्ट एज वेल एज द स्पेस कार्ट, सैटेलाइट से लेके और बैलगाड़ी तक दोनों कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं. और ये स्मूथ ट्रांजिशन होगा. अगर इसको जंप करेंगे एक से दूसरे में, सस्टेन नहीं करेंगे, तो ये फियर छोड़ दीजिए कि फिजिकल लाइब्रेरी विल डिसअपियर. दे विल नेवर डिसअपियर. they will be as relevant they were yesterday, they are relevant as today, and they will be relevant tomorrow.
So she has another question. She wanted to ask, how can we deal with the students who are already not interested in reading a book?
So far reading is concerned among the students, it's a very difficult job. I understand it, but सवाल ये नहीं कि 100% लोग पढ़ेंगे. अगर उनमें से 4 भी आप पढ़ लेते हैं और रुचि कर लेते हैं, तो वो 4 ही बहुत कुछ हो जाते हैं. जब मैं राइट इन द बिगिनिंग जस्ट फॉर 3 months, मेरे पास एक बच्चा आया और उसने मुझे आके कहा, सर आई नीड अरेबियन नाइट्स. अरेबियन नाइट का जो मुझे एमए में जाके पता चला था कि नहीं सर, मेरे पास एक किताब थी, उसमें मैंने एक कहानी पढ़ी, मुझे वो किताब चाहिए. वो 3rd 4th का बच्चा था. तो हम इस तरह की चीजें बच्चों को देंगे जो उनको, देखिए रीडिंग के लिए स्कूल लेवल पर तो हर जगह होता है. 3 चीज ध्यान रखो, वो इंस्पिरेशनल हो, वो रिक्रिएशनल हो, और वो एजुकेशनल हो. तो 2 क्वालिटी वो किताब फुलफिल करती हो कम से कम. खाली वो आपको रिक्रिएट करती हो तो वो तो ग्रे लिटरेचर भी हो सकता है, जो हम एडल्ट लिटरेचर कहते हो तो बहुत एप्रिशिएट करेगा, नहीं, रिक्रिएशनल, इंस्पिरेशनल और एजुकेशनल। जब भी कोई किताब पढ़ो उसमें कम से कम और या सजेस्ट करो तीनों चीज हो, तीन नहीं तो दो तो बहुत जरूरी है। और बच्चों के लिए एजुकेशन, इंस्पिरेशन हो, एजुकेशन, रिक्रिएशन हो, लेकिन एजुकेशन बच्चों के लिए मिस ना करें। जब आप इस फॉर्मूले को अडॉप्ट करोगे तो आपका रीडरशिप बढ़ जाएगी।
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, a question, I think maximum question is for Dr. Jurel. I think they have a lot of queries in their mind for sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this is a question which is related to now Naga Lakshman again, now access to eShow Sindhu is not possible as students are not going in institution. Can you make free access to all those resources to everyone in the country during the period?
It is that is the question, and we are already discussing it, but it's not possible because we, on the one hand, on the one side, MHRD is there, they are receiving the funds from MHRD, and the other side, the publishers are there. So funds are limited, and the publishers are not agree to provide the free access. So whatever the resources are there, they are only to the member institutions. Although there are certain publishers who have given the free access of the books and some other things also. So we have already, let's say, that is the e-library, so bills also, we already requested the universities that you ask your authorized person to have the IP address or other things, which are there. But as far as concerned, the ESL, the resources not possible because that is not in our hands.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, there are a lot of questions, but I've been told backhand by technicians that we are running time. We have only 10 minutes left. So I'll end up the question answer. I think we will share all the questions being posed by people to you. I think Professor Jurel and Dr. D.V. Singh and Dr. Kumar will be able to answer them very well. I'm really very sorry. We have already it's already 5:40, so we have only left 10 minutes. Now I like to request Dr. Owen Chaube sir to please deliver his vote of thanks. Thank you so much.
Before, just a minute, before he delivers vote of thanks, I have one thing which was told to me in the morning by Pardeep, that former Vice Chancellor of Delhi University, Professor Dinesh Singh, is going to deliver a talk on 14 for us, and that will be on librarians' relevance. So
Okay.
I request all the participants, please listen to Professor Dinesh Singh on 14th. I think ILA people will announce it. It will be very illuminating.
14th May, 11 o'clock.
You please, you announce it. It's better you announce.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir, just we have extended our time. Now we can take our time. So you can speak. Okay, now.
So that talk is excellent talk. You know, Professor Dinesh Singh ji is a very, forward-looking person, and he has done so many things, and he introduced 4 years course due to some political reasons could not sustain. Had we not discarded that policy, today examination problem before the education would have not been there. But there are many other things apart from that. He's a good mathematician, and we are the beneficiary of the mathematician. He was the Ranganathan, and both are the mathematician, and he's a very eloquent speaker, inspiring one. So I just request all of you kindly listen to him, and then you'll find the difference what I am saying. You'll find much more what I am telling to you. And it is on 14th at 11, and he kindly accepted the request of the ILA. Pradeep ji and Chaube Saab, they went, and somehow they contacted him, and he accepted it. So it will be a very good talk. I request all of you, please be in touch. And this 500 capacity is not sufficient for. Please increase it. Okay, thank you.
Very shortly, we are going to announce through the social media about the next lecture.
Another question for Dr. JPS Jurel sir. All the content in EPG Pathshala are in English. So the student of Hindi belt and especially government colleges are unable to use this facility. So please do some of them as also Surkha Pandit Indore. Surkhesh Pandit Indore.
You see that the EPG Pathshala, all the courses are already developed, and the few that are the courses are Hindi are also there for the Hindi subject. As far as the new development of the courses, that is the CEC is working on that, and in very near future they will have the more courses on the other subjects also. And another thing that the MHRD already assigned the task to the some IIT and some agencies to translate the text in the Indian other Indian languages. So all the existing, that is the text in the SWAYAM or MOOCs courses are there. So some institutions are working for translation of the existing text into the other languages.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. It is possible, please share the link of open access by the email. Dr. Akash, can you hear? Hello?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
So can you share the open access links to various links which has been generated to the audio to the participants?
Yes, why not? Actually, we have created a we have designed a web portal from where you can get maximum open access resources. So you can note the web link of this website. We have prepared it on a free web domain. The website is www.openaccessresources.webs.com. Actually, we have categorized 5 types of material on it. On the first page, you can refer all the open access initiatives and a logo of the open access portals. On the second page, you can access the books, the free open access books you can access. On the third page, you can find the databases, open access databases, which provides open access journals. And on the fourth and fifth page, you will find the open educational resources and the MOOCs courses. With the help of all these resources, you can give enough service to your user.
Another question.
आकाश जी आप जो है ना ये चैट बॉक्स में डाल दीजिए पार्टिसिपेंट को.
Yeah, sure.
So there is another question for all the ILA office barriers. What ILA is doing for Public Library Act in remaining states? Dr. Kumbar or Dr. Pradeep Rai?
So ILA is working in collaboration with the state governments as well as the State Librarians Association. If the State Librarians Association will come forward and we are ready to coordinate, that is with the State Librarians Association, and we can bring pressure on the state governments for the enactment of the Public Libraries Act. So already out of 29 states, 22 states, they have been enacted the public library legislation, but they are not active. So probably after this, the COVID-19, so the each and every state governments, they are going to realize the importance of the public libraries. So probably they are going to implement the acts, and remaining states also through RRLF also. So I have already spoke to the chairman of the RRLF. Last time even the minister was chairing our meeting. So I told the chairman, even we are eager to write a letter to the chairman as well as the Ministry of Culture, so to bring pressure that is on the remaining state governments to enact the public library legislation. Okay.
Sir, there is another question by by Tribeni of Mizoram University. How will I help my village people as I am locked in my village?
So through only the online, they can help the people. Say for example, that is in Karnataka, the Department of the Public Library, it has been prepared a website. So on the website, even they have started very recently, our education minister has opened the digital library. So in which all e-books, e-journals, e-magazines are available. So like that, they can go for the digitization. So through digitization, they can go to any of the rural areas also. So if they have the rural public library system, like in Karnataka Gram Panchayat libraries, so through Gram Panchayat libraries, they can go to the villagers also.
So there is a question, please provide me the list of books recommended by Dr. D.V. Singh, sir. So all the books which you really...
Please note down, one book is A Great Influenza by Barry, and it is published from Penguin Press. And another book is The Great Crash of 1929 by Joel Galbraith. It is available on website. Raja Chillaiya Committee report, tax reform. Every tax reform taking place in India is on the basis of Raja Chillaiya. It is available free of cost on website, and we should read it and we should have it with us. Another disasters report, if you go WHO, you will find that pandemic that you can get it. If you don't get it, please contact me. I'll send you the link later on. And there are many books to read. And जिंदगी में एक चीज ध्यान रखना, अंधेरे में जो बैठ जाते हैं वो अंधेरे में ही रह जाते हैं। और एक संस्कृत के विद्वान ने कहा कि एक घोड़ा, बस छोटा ब्रीफ में लूंगा, एक कमल के उसमें बैठा था, सूरज छिप गया, वो बंद हो गया। अब वो बैठ के कह रहा कि रात्रि गमिष्यन्ति भविष्यन्ति सुप्रभातम भानुदस्यन्ति हर्षन्ति, रात बीतेगी, सवेरा होगा, सूरज निकलेगा, फूल खिलेगा, मैं बाहर निकल जाऊंगा। दूसरा घोड़ा उसी के साथ बनता, उसने छेद करना शुरू किया, वो निकल गया, और जब वहां एक हाथी आया, हाथी ने उसको पकड़ा और तोड़ दिया, वो वहीं घोड़े की वहीं मर गया। तो सक्सेस कम्स टू दोज हु डेयर एन एक्ट, इट सेल्डम कम्स टू द टीमिड। तो हिम्मत करिए, और हिम्मत की इज्जत होती है, डरपोकों की कभी कोई इज्जत नहीं। गीदड़ का फोटो किसी के घर में नहीं, शेर के फोटो सबके घर में, जबकि आदमी को खा जाता, गीदड़ का काटा आदमी कोई नहीं मरा। तो दुनिया बहादुरों की इज्जत करती है, लाइब्रेरियंस बहादुर हैं, थोड़े में मेहनत करना जानते हैं, सिद्ध करना जानते हैं, और हम सिद्ध करेंगे, और हम लोग साथ चलेंगे, सम गच्छतम करेंगे, कोई चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं। और वेबसाइट पर जाइए, अच्छी अच्छी किताबें उनको करिए, पढ़िए, उनका ब्रीफ रखिए, और स्कूल में है तो बच्चों को बताइए, टीचर्स को बताइए, दे दीजिए, लीजिए किताब ले जाइए, इसको पढ़िए। वो नहीं पढ़े लेके जाएगा, लेके आएगा, किसी दिन तो शर्म आएगी उसको कि यार इसने 3 बार किताब दी, एक बार तो मैं पढ़ लूं। तो हमें थोड़ा सा प्रोएक्टिव रोल करना।
There is a question to Dr. Pradeep Rai. Are you going to provide the certificate of this webinar? Dr. Pradeep Rai, in a lighter note.
Not decided yet. For the first time, actually, we are facing so many technical problems, and we will think over it. We are having the details with us, and if it is mandatory or needed, then we will discuss with the President, sir, and definitely we will respond. If there is any query regarding all these things, please note down the email I am giving in the chat box also, ilageneralsecretary@gmail.com. Right?
There is another question to Dr. Junaid.
जस्ट अ मिनट, मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा ILA से, टेक्निकल चीजें ओवरकम होती हैं, यंग लोग पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए सर्टिफिकेट का बहुत बड़ा मतलब है, उनके कैरियर में काम आएगा। आदमी उसको देख के प्राउड फील करता है कि मैंने इसमें शेयर किया था, जुरेल साहब जैसे बड़े आदमी को सुना था। तो इसमें चाहे 2 दिन बाद, इसे मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, आई एम नो वन टू डायरेक्ट एनीबॉडी, आई हैव ए वेरी हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू ILA ऑफिस बेयरर, you are all listening, including the president. Kindly make a format. Priya is very active, Akash is very active. They can make it, put the name and send them on email. Please don't say we will discuss. Discuss, it's a very small.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Noted, and we will send the certificates to each and everyone. We are having the details.
Sir, Jurel, sir. Yes, sir.
I would like to use this forum and request and appeal to all the library professionals who are working in their institutions to utilize the services of the Influence Center for upliftment of their libraries. They must have the the institutional repository. We are ready to help them. They must have that. The nowadays government is focusing, and also that the President had us also go for the institution that the you have heard that the IRINS and the Indian Research Information System. We are linked with that with the Vidwan database, and I'm happy to share with you that at present we are able to create that the IRINS, that is the web base, that is the facility for almost 180 universities, including that is the 113 that is the CF Central University CFTIs. So use these facilities for the development of your whether it is college or university, for the libraries. Thank you.
So Priya, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you can do? So now I will request our General Secretary, Akash, and yourself. You can collect the addresses of all the 500 participants.
Yes,
and
sir.
you can send a certificate. It is not a problem. They have participated in the first webinars organized by the ILA.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Because hard copy is not required. Now you can send the soft copy. That's number 1. Number 2, you send all the questions, that is through email attachment.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
To the concern, because time is already up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can send all the questions to related the panelist, including.
Okay, sir.
Then we will give an answer, and in the next the webinar series, you know, so
Yes,
you can
sir.
give an answer to all the questions. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So should we conclude now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So Duke Ellington once said, "Problem is a chance for you to do your best." With this note, I would like our uh, General Secretary, Dr. Owen Chaubeji, to please propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priyaji. Good afternoon, all of you. As it is inaugural session of ILA webinar series, so I would like to say a few words about ILA before I propose vote of thanks. ILA is one of the premier and oldest LIS association of India, probably of Asia, established in 1933. Since its inception, it is working hard for the promotion of library movement in India. So far, ILA has organized 64 annual conferences and publishing regularly Journal of Indian Library Association on quarterly basis and ILA newsletter on monthly basis. You can see newsletter for the month of April on ILA dynamic website. Presently, ILA have 9,000 alive members, and who wish to become member may take membership online. ILA e-journals and e-newsletters is freely available to its member. All information is available on ILA website. On other hand, ILA is equally concerned with national issues. For instance, at the time of Sino-Indo War and Pakistan-India War, ILA did not organize the conference and that saved money donated to PM Relief Fund. जैसा कि DB सिंह साहब ने कहा है कि चिड़िया के सामर्थ्य की कहानी सुनाई, उसी प्रकार ILA भी अपने सामर्थ्य के अनुसार इस महामारी के समय में चिड़ियों की चोंच के बराबर ही सही लेकिन योगदान के रूप में 1 लाख रुपए स्वयं से एवं 1 लाख रुपए मेंबर द्वारा दिया हुआ, जिसका कि लास्ट डेट 15 मई है। कुल मिलाकर 2 लाख रुपए भारत के सभी LIS प्रोफेशनल की तरफ से PM केयर फंड में देने जा रहा है। इसके अलावा आप लोगों को मैं यह भी बताना चाहूंगा कि यह तो लेक्चर सीरीज जो आज शुरू की गई है, इसमें हम लाइब्रेरी साइंस के विषय वस्तु जैसे कैटलॉगिंग, क्लासिफिकेशन, डिजिटाइजेशन, प्लेगरिज्म आदि के बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं करेंगे, बल्कि भविष्य में हम कोविड के परिप्रेक्ष्य में ज्यादा बात करेंगे, जैसे कि रोल ऑफ लाइब्रेरियन ड्यूरिंग कोविड, रोल ऑफ लाइब्रेरी ड्यूरिंग कोविड, रोल ऑफ डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी, रोल ऑफ रिसोर्स शेयरिंग, रोल ऑफ इन्फ्लिपनेट, psychology of mankind during COVID, role of library associations during COVID, and role of public libraries. So I request all of you be in touch through ILA website, Facebook for our next lecture. ILA always welcome your suggestion and feedback. Now my duty to propose vote of thanks. On behalf of Indian Library Association and on my own behalf, first and foremost, I would like to thanks to today's chief guest and keynote speaker of today's inaugural webinar series, Professor J.P. Singh Jurel, Director, InfliPnet Center, for accepting our invitation and grace the occasion. Thank you, sir, for your very interesting and thought-provoking address and assuring timely help from InfliPnet to all others. I must express our profound gratitude to my big brother, Dr. DB Singh, for guiding us and delivering an excellent lecture for making this webinar interesting and meaningful. Thank you, sir. I extend my deep sense of appreciation to young and dynamic Dr. Akash Singh for his excellent presentation and big cooperation in conducting this webinar. I am very thankful to President of ILA, Dr. B.D. Kumbar, who gave us the guidelines and free hand to conduct this webinar and enlightening us on the role of public library during pandemic time. I would like to take this opportunity to place a record. A special thanks to Dr. P.R. Rai, convener of this webinar series, who tirelessly worked day and night for the success of this webinar. I also wish to express my hearty thanks to Dr. Pradeep Rai, Senior Vice President, for their great cooperation. I am thankful to Dr. Rishi Tiwari, PRO of ILA, for your good suggestion, and equally thankful to Dr. Arjun for technical support. Last but not least, I would like to express my deep sense of appreciation to Dr. N.S. Shaukin for their idea and timely help in starting this webinar series. My thanks also due to Dr. Dharam Kumar and all EC and council member of ILA. This webinar cannot be success without participants. So big thanks to all for nearly 600 participants, more than 600 participants. Thanks to one and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll
Thank you
meet
so
very-
much.
Yeah, we'll meet very
Host to
soon.
please end the session. Host to please end the session. Host to please end the session.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks to
Many
all.
Thank you.